questions.
Okay.
Perhaps we can start with, do you have any mining experience?
Yes, I've been mining for 12 months. So there's one place in Europe, and there's also a place near to where I live, and I'm looking to open up a third location.
Okay, great. Also in Europe?
In the UK.
Okay. Am I actually in the...
Do you want to be?
No.
Okay, I will.
I think these two leaves would do much
Okay.
better in image than us guys.
Okay, no problem.
So, what sort of electricity costs are you paying in the
Okay,
UK
so
and your other facilities?
Overseas, it's about 5 pence a kilowatt, 8 cents,
Okay.
US dollar cents. In the UK, the first location is 9.9 pence per kilowatt.
Yep.
The second place will be higher,
Right.
which is to be determined.
Right.
So UK is probably not the best place.
Right.
And I've been talking to a few guys in Russia,
Okay.
which they've told me that the electricity is next to nothing.
Yeah, that's what I've heard as well.
Yes.
Okay, very interesting.
How big is your mining farm, by the way, in terms of megawatts or kilowatts or electricity?
The overseas is quite small. It's 24 kilowatt hours.
Mm-hmm.
The UK one is even smaller. That's 12.5 kilowatt hours.
Okay.
The third location that I'm looking at has a supply of 300 amps.
300 dams.
So I'm looking to populate that. And that's just
this
a start.
is going to be like a hydro power grid or a substation, I would assume.
Which
Or put it a different way, what is 300 dams? Excuse my ignorance.
it's 300 times 240 volts.
Okay, we'll do the math.
109? No.
300 times 340 volts.
240 volts.
240 volts.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So that's the amount of electricity
On the next place I'm
in the
looking
next
at.
place. Okay.
And then I have the option of either expanding to a new location or
Yeah.
increasing the supply.
Okay. Okay. Great. Are you mining with specific machines right now?
Most
Yeah,
machines are
multiple.
from, if I'm allowed to say, Bitmain.
Yep. Of course. Yeah.
I have a few machines from Inner Silicon and Watts Miner.
Okay.
So there's a combination of Bitcoin miners,
Yep.
Dash, Litecoin,
Yep.
and everything else that Bitmain announces and releases, except the latest one that they announced today, which
Yeah.
I need to decide if I'm going to buy that or not.
Right.
So in terms of like the quality of the miner itself and the service quality, what would you say, which one would you say is better, Bitmain or Silicon so far, from your experience?
Well, Inner Silicon, I'm new to them, so I've only purchased 2 machines off them.
Is it working as specified or?
Well, they did a firmware update,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't really say much about that, so I burnt the cables. They have upped the specification on one of the machines. I don't really have any issues with them,
Okay.
except one, which was advertised as quiet.
Mm.
It wasn't, the fans at 100%, and I had to take that to the overseas data center where it was quieter for me.
Right. Okay.
Bitmain, the only issue with them is the D3 miners that they released. If you're aware of them, they just overspec, overclock them, cause all sorts of issues, and now they've downclocked them for 1 or 2 repairs and things like that.
Okay. Great. So what was the most attractive part about B2? And do you know about the B3 already, or?
I know some parts of
Okay.
B3.
But let's say B2.
Okay, yeah, because I have some questions about the B3 as well.
We'll get into the presentation about
Okay.
the B3.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to know what
attracted me to GMO. Okay, well, it's the 7 nanometers, a new company, not Chinese or Japanese. There's rumours about Samsung are making your chips.
Yeah.
I think that's basically. Oh, and your blue wires as well, which is different to the standard yellow and black wires.
Okay, got it. We're asking all these questions because we want to listen to the customers and we just want to make things better. We just
Okay.
want to be better than others.
Yes, I want you guys to be better than Bitmain. But Bitmain have the power of undercutting everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can beat them,
Yeah, well,
then you'll get more customers.
Sorry.
Do you have any previous experience with producing mining machines, or are you just an
We're in
internet
the
company?
process right now.
Right,
Yes.
okay.
So the only thing we do not have is track record.
Yeah.
And I guess the only thing we can say is it's Japanese quality.
Yes.
And we know how the Japanese make cars and electronic appliances and all those things.
Yeah.
So the only thing we can say is trust the Japanese quality and you'll be in good hands.
I think nobody doubts you guys, from what I've heard so far.
Yeah.
But there was another company, Dragon Mint, or
Yes.
Harlong Miners.
Yes.
Yep.
There was a lot of people saying, "Oh, they're not real," and then in the Silicon released their products. If you log into the web interface, it says Dragon Mint on
Right.
there. So
Right.
they were real.
Yeah, yes, I know exactly what you mean. Okay, great. Should I get into the presentation and talk about a little bit about who we are?
Yeah.
So you know that we're a legit company and about the mining,
Okay.
the good stuff. We can show you these slides.
Okay.
If you'd like to, but that's fine too.
Yeah.
About GMO Internet Group comprises of 106 group companies, 9 of which are listed on a stock exchange. So we've got 9 public companies worth about 9 billion USD today. Our staff counts 5,500 staff in 61 offices, 21 countries. And we do about $1.4 billion in revenue and 160 million in profit. We're approaching about 200 million this year. We do businesses in 4 different segments: internet infrastructure, online media, cryptocurrency, and internet finance. We're most well known for the internet infrastructure business, which we started 23 years ago. We are number 1 in everything we do, including domain registration. This is where you can go and buy domain names, which are addresses on the internet. I don't know if you've ever bought domains.
Yeah, I did have once, yeah.
Okay, yeah. We've got roughly 90% market share in Japan.
In Japan, okay.
Yes.
And what does that translate to worldwide?
Worldwide, less than 5% right now.
Okay.
GoDaddy is the biggest player
Yes.
in the world. We've got about 30% market share. We are also a domain registry, whereas .com is owned by a company called VeriSign in the US. We have our own domain called .shop. It's a domain for e-commerce.
Okay.
We're seeing a good expansion right now across the world. Hosting is another business we're quite strong at. We've got about 55% market share in Japan, which, put it in a different way, 1 in every 2 websites you see on Google Japan is hosted at our data centers. So it's that sort of magnitude we do business in. Security, which she's part of here in the UK under a brand called Global Sign. It's an SSL business. And SSLs are the little lock marks you see on the top left parts of the browser. We're one of the biggest providers of SSL in the world. And we're also a payment gateway, the largest in Japan. We do backends for various providers around the world. And we're also the largest e-commerce solutions provider. We do not provide a mall per se like Amazon. We provide solutions so that individual shops can have their own shops online.
Okay.
We're also in the internet media business. We have our own media. We connect demand and supply on that end. We started our cryptocurrency business last year and are also quite well known in the internet finance business. We are the largest platform for Forex trading. We have been the last 6 years in the world in terms of transactions. We are also in the process of making an online bank, which is due to start later this month. So people do look at us as a fintech company, if you will.
The online bank, is that just for Japan or?
Yes.
Okay. Would it be expanding worldwide or would
We would love to.
a bit more difficult to do
We would
because
love
of
to,
regulations?
except, right, there are a lot of regulations
Yes.
we have to overcome.
Okay.
We do have a license in Japan. We have a license somewhere else, then sure, why not? So we got into this business 23 years ago because we believed that the internet was going to take away borders from information. Back before the internet, it was very difficult to get information or reach the right sort of information. You only heard what the government essentially wanted you to hear. It's still the case in some countries.
Yeah.
But the internet took away borders, and now we can freely access information, regardless of where that information is, in most cases, still. Which meant that if information increased in the internet, that meant that hosting would increase, which also means that domain names would increase, which is why we got into those businesses. Much to the same extent, we believe virtual currencies will take away borders for currency. So right now, where currencies are specifically associated with countries, we believe this may change in the future with virtual currencies, might have one currency that works everywhere. Now, honestly speaking right now, virtual currencies are not really currencies because you and I can't buy a cup of coffee or a cup of tea in England.
Not in England, but I think they can in America.
In some places.
Some places,
but in
yes.
most places you cannot,
Yes.
unfortunately. I can't go to Starbucks and buy a cup of coffee with Bitcoin.
No.
Some places, as you said, you may be able to buy a few things, but it's not everywhere. Right?
Yeah.
It's not a widely accepted form of payment yet, which means that it's not really a currency yet. But because it is an asset, we have decided to get into these 2 segments of the cryptocurrency business. The first one being the mining. We have our own in-house mining facility. We've developed, manufactured, and started selling our mining machines, which we're here to talk about today. We have our own cloud mining facility as well for people that wish to get into the mining business without the actual work. So more or less just an investment. And we have our own exchange in Japan. And once cryptocurrencies are proved that it's an actual currency, we will get into the payment business and allow cryptocurrencies to be used as forms of payments. The GMO Miner, the good stuff, this is our machine, GMO Miner V3. Comes with mining ASIC. The latest version is GMO 73B, which is made with a cutting-edge 7 nanometer process, the world's first of its kind. Allows you to mine SHA-256 cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash. And it comes with 33 terahash per unit.
Could I ask just a couple of questions?
Sure.
The fans on the front and rear, are they just double fans or just bigger fans than normal?
Double fans or bigger fans than normal? Double fans meaning?
Stacked fans, 2 sets of fans.
These are, I believe, is it double fans?
Yeah,
fan.
2 on the front, 2 on the rear.
two different fans rotating in a different.
So essentially they are double fans, but I forget the exact name, but so one of these fans right here, we've got 2 fans in here.
Yeah.
One of them moves clockwise, the other one moves anti-clockwise.
Okay.
And it's actually the most efficient way
Okay.
to cool your machines.
And the other question is,
Sure.
the 33 terahash per second, under the disclaimer, it says the performance might be the same as the V2.
We can get into that.
Okay.
It's not the case, but it has the feature of a beat, is what it essentially means. So 33 terahash per unit. The advantages of having a lot of hash power is that it saves you space, which is an obvious one, which in turn saves you time to set these things up. In cryptocurrencies, time really is money, because every 10 minutes you've got a chance to mine 12.5 bitcoins, 80,000 bucks worth of coins. The time really is of essence, and if your machines have a lot of hash power, you have the luxury to keep a lot of less machines in a facility. So it saves you time, and our machine also allows you to connect up to 32 machines in daisy chain to one switch, which then allows you to save 98% in network costs.
Can I just ask one more question about the daisy chain? If one of the ASICs fails or the power supply of that fails, does that kill the entire chain following on, or does it has redundancy and stuff?
Yes.
Okay, so it
you'll
will.
have to remove that.
Okay.
And so our machines have 2 ports, as you can see, one for the internet and one for daisy chain. Consumes 3.4 kilowatts per unit. It's got one PSU 4,000 watts, works between 100 and 240 volts. We do suggest you use this between 200 and 240 volts.
Yeah.
It's got strong cooling fans, and this is the part where you might have read and may have potentially misunderstood, is that our V3 machine allows you to move between 24 and 33 terahash. It allows you to manually or automatically switch between the hash powers. So depending on the market conditions, for instance, or depending on the time of the day, when electricity is cheaper, you can go full on and get the 33 terahash at 3.4 kilowatts. When electricity is more expensive, say during the day, you can stay with 24 terahash with more efficient electricity consumption, which is at 1.9 kilowatts.
So this would also be beneficial to people in domestic environments if they ignore the noise, where they can't have 4 kilowatt on one socket.
For instance, yes. Or we had a conversation with a different customer where their mining firms are up north, so that in the winter they wouldn't have to really worry about electricity consumption to cool these things off, so they'll be able to use as much energy they can and gear them towards the machines. But during the summertime, they'll have to cool the entire place down. So they have to use less electricity for the machines itself. So in the winter, they can use 33 terahash. In summer, say, they can use 24 terahash. So this is a feature, not like other, that we're quite proud of, and that we believe allows you to maximize revenue. We'll provide online updates, online surveillance through an API, anti-theft measures, which allows you.
Can you talk about that? What do you mean by that?
So obviously we won't be able to prevent you from these things physically stolen, but in the unfortunate event that they are, we will be able to detect them as soon as they're connected to the internet.
Okay.
So that's what we're...
So if that happened to me, would I contact you guys and then you'll be able to switch them off remotely?
We'll be able to at least locate them. I'm not sure if we can switch them off remotely. I'd have to double check.
Okay, so you're basically tracing their IP address,
Right, exactly.
assuming that the crooks don't use VPN.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Temperature sensor, so prevents overheating. We'll provide our own mining pool. You can, however, use a mining pool of your choice if you wish. 180-day warranty, any repairs thereafter with a fee, and is made with quality semiconductors designed in Japan. As a country, we've been in the forefront of making quality semiconductors, and the machine comes with that sort of quality. That's what we're essentially trying to say here. Our machine is now on sale at $1,999 USD, including PSU, but excluding shipping costs.
Just a question about
Sure.
that. Where is it being shipped from? Switzerland or Japan?
Either Japan or Hong Kong.
Okay.
Or potential other places, but those are the two locations we're looking at right now.
Yeah.
These are the forms of payments that we'll be accepting. It'll be sold out of our subsidiary in Switzerland. So the company selling this will be Switzerland. We'll
Yeah.
be shipping them out of different locations.
It'd be nice if you shipped them from Switzerland to the UK.
Unfortunately, we probably won't be able to.
Save me 20% if you did.
Well, with the Brexit, would that even matter? Well, it won't come until next year, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that in a nutshell is who we are and what we do. Questions? Concern?
Well, I've done some research before, and I've watched the demonstration
Yep.
in Japan, the translated one.
Yep.
That's
Okay.
where I got some of the knowledge from.
Okay. Yeah, so the difference between that and this is that was B2, which is
Yeah.
our the later or earlier version, and this is now the latest version that we just announced.
There's also the B or B1 and the 11 terahash.
B1 we do not provide outside, we do not sell, but yes. we have
Okay, so that's
B1
just
as
for
well.
yourselves.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
So we're selling B2, B3. B2 will be shipped in October, B3 in November,
Yeah.
end of November.
Currently, the B2 is pretty much sold out unless we have cancellations from other customers. So we're accepting orders for the B3 that will start shipping in November.
Yeah.
So how can we help you?
I was interested in buying. I still am.
I was going to say it was.
Bitmain.
Oh, okay, okay.
So basically, I run social media as well. So
Yep.
I've got some followers.
Yep.
I speak to them about them. I just put a picture on. Is this worth buying? I'm gonna look through it again. But because Bitmain are undercutting you guys, I don't have the maths with me. But something like you'd have to buy 2.44 machines, and it will work out cheaper and less electricity to run on, even though this is a 7 nanometer unit. But I'll double check again.
Yep, please do, yeah. So are you interested in B3s, or are you still interested in BS9?
I think it would be better to go for the B3, try something new. It just comes down to cost
Yeah,
and power consumption and who
Yeah.
wins on that front.
okay. Well, we'll be mutually winning, right?
Yeah.
So I think everyone has a different equation for how profitable each miners can be. If you look at the global hash rate and the Bitcoin forecast price for each of you guys, and then if you look at the B3 24 terahash power, 33 terahash power, and you compare it with some of our competitors, you'll see a curve where which miner's winning at the global hash rate at how much Bitcoin. So it'll be interesting for you to probably calculate using your own equation,
Yeah.
and you'll see the difference.
Yeah.
And we did ours, and we came up with this.
That's a pretty cool feature that you'll be able to switch
Yeah, yeah.
into. Yeah.
I don't think anyone does that in this. Well, not a switch just like that, but you have the ability to change the frequency so you
Yeah.
can underclock it.
Yeah.
But that's only if you know really what you're doing.
Right, right.
I'm assuming this will be just like a
It'll be a
two.
lot easier. Yeah.
two options.
Software, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll probably keep it in two options. But we'll make it very intuitive.
Yeah. Regarding the API, would it be possible to extract information without logging in, or would it be part of the API that you would need?
Without logging in, I'd have to double check about that. Yeah. I'd
Okay.
have to double check with our engineers. So essentially, are you looking to connect the API with something that you already have?
Well, there's a third-party programmer who's written like a Python script
Okay.
that can read Bitmain's
Yeah.
stats without actually logging in, so you can change your password and it still gets that information.
Okay. Got it.
It
Yeah.
can't do anything like, well, I'm not sure if it can reboot or anything like that,
Yeah.
but it's just reading the
At least you'll
information.
be able to look into
Yeah, and
what's
look at
happening
all
with
your
the machine.
miners at the same time without logging into each one
Yeah.
at a time.
Is that what you're doing right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm not logging in one at a time except on
Right.
the Watts miner and the inner silicon.
Okay.
But for the Bitmain ones, it's just all on one page.
Yeah, I'll make a note of that.
Okay.
Any other questions or concerns? If not, should I just send you a contract?
Contracts
For the V3?
to buy, you mean?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Well, let me know when you guys are when you're ready, and
Yeah.
happy to do that.
Okay. Can you speed up the delivery?
Yes, November.
Make it
Oh, speed it
sooner?
up.
End of November is pretty much all the only thing we can guarantee at this point. It's
Okay.
when the ship
I'm
is
just
ready.
worried about Bitmain just bringing out the next miner, and they do have the habit of bringing out machines before the competition.
Yeah,
And they beat Obelisk with the A3
yeah,
in January, so I bought one of them. And then Obelisk brought theirs out, and before that, Inner Silicon brought their S11 out.
yeah.
So that's one of your biggest nightmares.
Well, competition is good for the industry.
Yeah.
We're not afraid of that, and yeah, as I said, in the internet where information is it's freely available to everyone, it's quite easy to compare specs. And so as long as we keep providing the best options for our customers, and there's no reason for us to make it to the top of the pyramid.
Okay.
So we'll keep doing what we can,
Yeah.
and hopefully we'll be able to cross path, and
Yeah.
you'll see that our machines are reliable and are with good quality.
Yeah. And hopefully you can take Bitmain down from the top.
We intend to.
Good.
Round one, fight!
We have, all that said, we have great respect for Jihan. An amazing guy and a great entrepreneur.
Yeah.
But if you're going to do business, you got to be aiming for the top, right?
Yeah.
With your help, I'm sure we will be able to.
Yeah. And my followers who will be watching this video
Oh, great.
after it's been edited.
So to all the followers as well.
Okay.
Great. We look forward to seeing your name on the order forms, and
Yeah.
if you have any questions, do let us know. We're
Okay.
happy to answer them. Amy is based in Switzerland. This is Yumi. Yumi here in the UK.
Yeah.
Amy over there, based in Switzerland.
Okay.
And Ken is also going to be in Switzerland as well.
Yep.
Okay. And yourself? Where
I'm
are
in
you?
Tokyo.
You're Tokyo. Okay.
So we're all over the place. You can
Yeah.
reach us anytime, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Ready?
If you've liked this video and found anything useful, leave a thumbs up. If you haven't done already, please subscribe and click on the bell for more notifications. And could you also like my Facebook page? And I'll see you next time.